What's up everyone? In this video I'm going to show you how to do basic input and output with Python. So I already have a Git repo set up, so I'm going to go ahead and copy this HTTPS link and head on over to my terminal and do a git clone, paste that link, and that will clone the repo, and then you can double check that it's in your Finder folder, Finder directory. And so now I'm going to want to open up Visual Studio Code and then click the Explorer button, open folder, and this is in my documents, dev, and here's my project. So I want to open up this folder, and now we want to create a new file. So this is going to be whatever you want the script name to be. So I'm going to name this input output .py. So the first thing we're going to want to do is let's just make sure that everything is hooked up right. So we'll just do print hello world, and let's go ahead and open up a terminal. And now we're just going to want to do Python and let's see, Python 3 for me. Python 3 and then the name of the file. So input output.py, and it prints hello world. So now we want to do some input and output operations. Printing hello world is actually an output operation. So let's do an input. Well, let's start out with this. So print what is your name? And then we're going to want to read from the user's keyboard. So we're going to set a variable, so let's say name equals input. So this right here is going to wait until the user enters some text on their keyboard and hits enter, and then that's going to store it into their name. So to then output this, we're going to want to do print hello and then add their name. So like this. And I use the str function right here that forces name to be a string regardless of whatever the user input. And this should already be a string. It's actually kind of extra to do this, but I like to just get in the habit of making the data type what I want before I do the output. So let's go ahead and run this. So if I do Python 3 and name of our file, what is your name? And there we go. So you can see that I entered, my name is PySupply. So my program then outputs hello PySupply. Alright, so that works for strings, but the other major data type that we need to be able to work with is numbers, right? So integers or floats. So what we need to do, let's add to our program. So after we print their name, let's ask their age. What is your age? And now we want to store in a variable the age as an integer input. And then we're going to print out you are, and then we want to force this to be a string. Because we're outputting a string, we want to force this integer to be a string. So age plus years old. So now if we run our program, what is your name? PySupply. What is your age? 25. You are 25 years old. And the last data type that we want to be able to do is floats. So these are decimal point numbers. So let's say we print, what is your exact height? And then we're going to do height as a variable. So height equals float input. And then we're going to print you are, and then the string height, let's see here, inches tall. So if we run this program, What is your name? Pi supply. What is your age? 25. What is your exact height? 72.5. And then it'll print out you are 72.5 inches tall. So those are the three major data types that we need to be able to do input and output with. So at this point, we are able to do input and output with the three main data types that we use. We can do strings, integers, and floating numbers. So that is the purpose of this video. Now I want to push this code back up to GitHub. So to do that from our terminal, we can just do git add all, git commit -m, and then in quotes, basic input and output operations, and then we'll do a git push. And that did the push, and then just to verify that it worked, we can head back over to our repo, refresh it, and you'll see that we have our file here with our code. If you made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you for watching. I will post the link to the GitHub repo in the video description, as well as the link to my Discord server. If you have any questions or want to get in touch with me or other Python developers, it's a great place to check out. And once again, I just want to say thanks for watching.